Hey friends, how you doing there? Welcome back to Babylon Talmud. Today we're studying Daf Pezayin, Daf 87 of Masechta Ksubis, friends. Well, we're going to see two Mishnayos today. One of them talks about like netters and vows and stuff, and I think there's a siren happening outside. They're probably just trying to bother me. I don't know why. I don't bother them. Well, they're really sustaining that note on the siren. They hit like the highest note, and they just sustained it. And then we get to a sugya called pogemes ksubasa. We'll learn what that is, friends. Different situations in which a wife needs to swear in order to extract the ksuba payment. So, here we go, friends. Daf Pevav Amud Beis. Without further ado, says the Mishnah. Kosavla. If a husband says, he writes to his wife, alright, Neder ushvu inni alayich. I'm not going to make you swear about anything. And Yachol Ashbia, so he can't make her swear. Aval Mashbia, who is Yershel, but he could make her, inheritors swear. So like if she gets divorced and then she dies and now the kids are like, yo, bro, we want our mom's ksuba. He's like, yo, kids, swear. They're like, I don't know, what are they? I don't know what they say, but they gotta do it. Or if she sold her ksuba, and now some fellow is like, yo, bro, she sold her ksuba to me. You gotta pay me. He's like, yo, dude, swear. Whatever, that's what happens. Neder ushvua, okay, so if he says to her that he's not going to make her swear, so he doesn't make her swear, but he can make like other people, right, like her inheritors or people that she sold it to. By the way, Lamaisa, I'm fasting today. The fast ends is Tzom Gedalia, friends. I'm recording this on Tzom Gedalia after 2 days of Rosh Hashanah. Tzom Gedalia, it's 6:15 p.m. The fast ends at 6:55 p.m. So, I'm at the very end of my fast, so I'm sorry if I'm being a shtickle nudnik. If he says that I'm not gonna make you swear or your inheritors or like people you sold the app to, Babylon. Did I just say sell the app? Why would I have said that? To sold the ksuba to. Okay. Below your where am I? So you can't make her swear. Or inheritors, or people who she sells the ksuba to. You can't make any of those people swear. Also, but his inheritors. So if he dies, then his like kids can make her swear. Or they can make her inheritors swear, or people who are, she sold it to. Neder, okay, Zel. Alright, what am I going to tell you? Neder ushvua ainli, okay, if he says, I'm not going to make you swear, nor are my inheritors going to make you swear, nor anybody who I may have sold property to. Alayich, not you, nor your inheritors, or anybody that you sold your ksuba to. Eino yachol ashbia, so he can't make her swear. Lo hu, v'lo yorsha, v'lo aboim b'shu, so he can't make her swear. Nor can his inheritors, nor anybody who he sold property to. Lo osa, they can't make her swear. V'lo yoshea, not anybody who inherits her. V'lo aboim b'shusa, or anybody who she sold the ksuba to. Friends, this is an exciting Mishnah. Okay, so now, so you have this woman, she was married, and let's say she was like, we mentioned in the previous Mishnah, if she was like an apotropos or something, if she was like, put in charge of the business or whatever. But then he dies, and immediately after he dies, she goes, so meaning, this guy had sworn that, he's not going to make her swear, nor his kids, or, anybody else not going to make her swear, or like her kids, whatever it is, right? They're not, right? He's not going to make her swear, nor the kids, or anything like that. Then he dies, and then she goes from the, Babylon. and she goes right? She goes back to her father's house. I.e., she's not going back to her husband's house. She's not going to be an apotropis any further. Or she went to her father-in-law's house, but she didn't return to being sort of like, involved in the business at all. So there's nothing that that the inheritors can make her swear about, because when the husband was alive, he said that he's not going to make her swear about anything. When he died, she then didn't go back into the business. So there's really nothing, right? Anything from when he was alive, she won't have to swear about, because he said he's not going to make her swear, or his inheritors or anything like that. And after the death, she didn't go back into the business. So there's really nothing that she's going to be swearing about. But if post-death she does go back into the business, then so then the inheritors can make her swear about future things, right, to make sure she's not stealing anything from the business. But they can't make her swear about anything from the past, from when the husband was alive, because he said that he's not going to make her swear, nor the inheritors or anything like that. But once he's gestorben, once he's dead, and then she once again gets involved in the business, so then they can make her swear about anything from post-death. Shvua mai avidita. So what is the shvua that we're talking about, right? When we're talking about make her swear, don't make her swear, what's she swearing about? So Mavuda Amar Rab al apetropye shenaizis b'chaye b'ayla, about any business dealings that, right, she was running the business while her husband was alive, and we're saying Babylon. We're saying that if he says that he's not going to make her swear, so it's not going to make her swear about any of the business dealings when he was alive. Okay. Reb Nachman Omar Rabbi Barvua ala pogemes Ksubis. Wow. It says Reb Nachman named Rabbi Barvua that's talking about pogemes Ksubis. We can talk about what pogemes Ksubis is. We're going to learn about it Lamaisa at the end of the Amud. Pogemes Ksubis is a situation where there's a ksuba worth 1,000 zuz, and she says, look, so he says that he paid it. She says that she only received 100 zuz. That's what pogemes ksubas is. And we say later on that if she wants to extract the full 1,000, in addition to right, meaning the difference of the 900 above and beyond the 100 that she's already received. So she has to swear, and then she can chap it around. So according to Yehuda Amarab, so what we're talking about, does she swear, does she not swear? That is talking about her business dealings from when he was alive. But when it comes to like this, he says that he paid the ksuba, and she's saying that she only received 100. She would still have to swear there, right? He's not saying that she's not going to have to swear ever. She's not going to have to swear when it comes to business dealings. Whereas if Nachman Rabbi Barvua says al pogemes ksubaso, that no, even if she, in the situation where the husband, right, they get divorced, and the husband says, I already paid you the ksuba, and she says, no, I only got 100. Rav Nachman says, Rav Nachman Amar Rabbi Barvua says, even in that situation, she would not need to swear. So, now, also if Mordechai Amra L'Shmaita Kame Dirvashi. So if Mordechai went, and he basically asked the kasha to Vashi, he says, I don't understand. So I understand Rav Nachman Amar Rabbi Barvua, who says that he cannot even make her swear about the pogemes ksubas when she says she only received 100 zuz. Demaska adaita. I understand, meaning when they got married, she says, look, husband, brother, dude, well, not brother in the literal sense, she's not marrying brother, but like brother, like bro, amigo. You get it? Good. Husband, guy. So they're getting married, and she says, husband, guy, I don't want you to ever make me swear. And what's she referring to? She's referring to if we get divorced, and then, I'm gonna say that you only paid me 100 zuz. I don't want you to make me swear about this stuff, alright? Husband, dude, fellow, guy. Because maybe I'll need some money, right? Maybe I'll need some money. And I'll chap it around for my ksube. And therefore, if we get divorced, I'll say, look, I chapped around 100 zuz already, but still, you need to pay me the remaining 900, and I'm not going to want to have to swear in that case. So I can understand why she would be exempt from swearing when it comes to pogemes ksubasa, because when she gets married, she can imagine that there might be the situation where she needs to take money out from the ksuba, and then she's going to say that she only received part of it based on what she took out of the ksuba. So she says to him, I want you to write to me that in that case you're not going to make me swear. But according to Rav Yehuda Amarav, who says that what we're talking about is she going to swear regarding like if she was involved in the business and that she didn't take anything from the business. How would she know that he was gonna put her in a position in the business? The Amrle that she says to him, that you're never gonna make me swear that I didn't take anything out of the business. She doesn't know that he's gonna give her a job in the business, and therefore, how would she even know to say, swear that you're not gonna make me right for me that you're never going to make me swear about the business. She doesn't know that she's going to be working in the business. Amalei. So Rav Ashi says to Rav Mordechai, Atun ahomas nisula. So Rav Ashi says, look, you learn that Rav Yehuda Amarav is talking about making her swear about the business. And then you're not sure, how does that shtim with Rav Nachman and Rabbi Baravua, who says that it's talking about even pogemes ksubasa. Look, we teach Rav Yehuda Amarav regarding the following, which is holchim mikever baila leveis avia, that we said that if when her husband dies, she goes straight back to her own father's house and she never gets involved in the business anymore, or she chazu leveis chamia, or she goes back to her father-in-law's house, however, but she doesn't get involved in the business anymore. In Ayershin Mashbi'in Osa, so then the inheritors can never make her swear about anything, because in the husband's life he said he's not going to make her swear, nor would his inheritors make her swear, so she doesn't have to swear about any of that stuff. And because she didn't get re-involved in the business, there's really nothing that they can make her swear about. If she does get re-involved in the business, so they can make her swear about any new business dealings, but they cannot make her swear about any past business dealings. At what point is it considered in the past, and at what point is it considered in the future? So on this, any business dealings from when the husband was alive. But the second that the husband dies, any business dealings that may have happened from the time that he died until the time that he was buried, according to Rav Yehuda Amarav, that already the inheritors can make her, the heirs I guess, can make her swear about that stuff. Rav Masna, whereas Rav Masna says, Afilu ben misa lekvura, even any business dealings between the death and the burial, Lo mashabi'in lo, we do not make her swear, because that is still considered based on the husband. The amrei nardoye, that the nardayin say lecharga, that when it comes to tax, the tax I guess, v'lemzone, and when it comes to paying for food, v'lekvura, and when it comes to burial, mizabninon below achrazta, we can basically just take out of the father's estate, and we don't need to mention anything about it. Meaning we're not concerned that we're chapping it around from the orphans and stuff like that. So that we can take these funds out of the property of the orphans, and therefore, it comes from the husband, the father's estate, so it still goes based on him. So here also, any business dealings that would happen between the death and the burial would be considered based on the husband, and therefore we can't make her swear about it, according to Rav Masna. All right, very good. What's this? Wait, what? Wait, there's did I get it? There's a hair or something that's bothering me because it's in my vision. All right, let's go weiter. Amar Rabba, Amar Reb Chia, lo neder udelo shvua Okay, says Rabba in the name of Reb Chia, that if he says that I won't, there no vows and no oaths, so he can't make her do any vows or oaths, but his heirs can. Heirs, I think, is nicer than inheritors. Naki neder, naki shvua, that you are clean from vows and you are clean from oaths. Well, then he can't make her vow an oath, nor can his heirs make her vow an oath. Like and oath. Vow and oath. Got it? Good. Because this is what he's saying to her. Menakis mishwasa, that you are clean from having to ever experience a swear or an oath. Rav Yosef Amar Reb Chia, whereas Rav Yosef says in the name of Reb Chia, Delo neder udelo shvua, that when he says no vows and no oaths, he cannot make her swear, aval yorshim mashbin also, but the heirs can make her swear. Naki neder, naki shvua, benu uven yorshim mashbin also, he or the inheritors can make her swear. Because this is what he's saying to her, Nikinafshich bishvasa, cleanse yourself by swearing. Friends, we're moving on. Shalach Reb Zakkai l'mar ukva. Reb Zakkai sends to Mar Ukva, Bein de lo shvue, bein de noki shvue. Whether we're saying no swear, no oaths, or you're clean from oaths, bein de lo neder, bein de noki neder. Whether you're saying that there's no vows, or you're clean from vows. Oh, the mice, I should do Ataris Nadarim. Could we do Ataris Nadarim on Babylon Talmud? Probably not. B'nichse hu eno yachol ashbia. Look, at the end of the day, whether he says naki or low or whatever, here's what's important. If he says b'nichasai, in my properties, so he eno yachol ashbia, so he can't make her swear. Aval yershim ashbia also, but the heirs can make her swear. But minachsaya ilain, but it's from these properties, not my properties, but from these properties. Well, then it's whether it's his heirs. Benu ben yorshav ein mashbin also, whether his heirs cannot make her swear. Friends, we're moving on. Rav Nachman Amar Shmuel, Mishum Abba Shaul ben Ima, Miriam. So Rav Nachman says the name of Shmuel from Abba Shaul ben Ima, Miriam. Bein de lo shvua, bein de noki shvua, bein de lo neder, bein de noki neder, bein minachasai uvein minachsaya ilain. Bein hu uvein yorshav, ein mashbiyin osa. So, nobody should be able to make her swear. Aval, ma'ese, what can I do? Shari amu chacham, the chacham said, abali pray b'nichse yisom, that if somebody wants to get paid back from the property of orphans, lo yipara ele b'shvua, they're going to have to swear. Interesting. Vigidamrila, to those who say masnisa, that it was taka brisa. Abba Shaul ben Ima Miriam Omar, says Abba Shaul ben Ima Miriam, bein de lo shvua, bein de noki shvua, bein de lo neder, bein de noki neder, bein min chosai, bein min chsai ilain, bein hu vein yorshav, ein mashbin oso, aval ma'ese, shavei amu chacham, haba lipar min chsei som lo yipar el b'shvua. No, it's the same thing verbatim, basically, right? That whether you say this lashon or that lashon, says Abba Shaul ben Ima Miriam, I would say that they shouldn't be able to collect. But they shouldn't be able to make the people swear. But what do you want me to tell you? They say that whenever somebody comes to collect from Yisomim, they gotta swear. Omer Rav Nachman Omer Shmuel alacha ben Ima Miriam. So it says Rav Nachman Omer Shmuel that the halacha is taka like ben Ima Miriam, that they wouldn't have to swear like Abba Shaul ben Ima Miriam. Alright, what am I to tell you? Friends, moving on. Says the Mishnah, Pogemis Ksubasa. Somebody who's pogemis ksubas, we're going to explain all these things. Lo tipara ela b'shvua, she can only get paid with a swear, but if she swears. Eid echad me'ida shehi prua, if a witness testifies that the ksuba has been paid, lo tipara ela b'shvua, so then she's got to swear if she wants to collect the ksuba. Minichse yisomim u'minichos mishubadim, if she wants to collect from the property of the heirs or from property that was sold to other people, mishlo b'fanav, or if he's on vacation, lo tipara, and then they get divorced, right? Lo tipara le b'shvua, so she's going to have to swear if she wants to receive her ksuba money. So now, ha-pogemis ksubas ha-ketzad. What is the situation of pogemis ksubas? We're going to go through each case in the Mishnah and explain it. Haisa ksubas ha-elev zuz. If her ksuba was worth 1,000 zuz. V'omer le iskabat ksubasich. And he says to her, I've already paid you your ksuba. V'omer es lo iskabati ele mona. And she says, Mapitum, I only received 1/10 of the Ksubah. Lo sipor ela b'shvus, and she's going to have to swear that that's in fact the case, that she only received 1/10 of the Ksubah. And once she swears that that's the case, then she could collect, whatever she swore that she's owed. What's the situation of one witness testifying that the Ksubah has already been paid? If the Ksubah was worth 1,000 zuz, and he says to her, you've already received the Ksubah. And she says, I did not receive nothing. Zilch, nada, null, nil, undefined. But the husband's got a witness. And the witness says that the Ksubah actually has been paid. Now, of course, generally you need 2 witnesses, but we're saying that one witness can require her to swear. So she's going to have to swear that her story is true, that she really didn't receive anything, and then she can collect the Ksubah. What's the situation of property that's been sold? So if the husband had sold all of his property to somebody else, and then she's collecting her Ksubah from the people who purchased the property from the husband, she can only extract from these people if she swears that she hasn't been paid. How does she, what's the situation with the heirs, with the orphans? If the fellow died and he left his property for his orphans, she's being paid her Ksubah from the Yisom, she's got to swear that she hasn't received anything. What would be the situation of where he's not around? If he went traveling someplace, and then they get divorced, now she wants to get paid, and he's not around. She would have to swear that she hasn't received anything, and then she can get paid even if he's not around. Reb Shimon Omer, now this next, the Gemara is going to take like an Amud on tomorrow's daf to explain how to understand Reb Shimon. But Reb Shimon Omer says, Reb Shimon, whenever she is claiming her Ksubah, so then the heirs can force her to swear. And if she is not claiming her Ksubah, so the heirs do not make her swear. Says the Gemara. So Rabbi Bachama Lememar, Rabbi Bachama thought to say, Shvua de Oiraise, that we're talking here about a Shvua de Oiraise, right? That meaning when the Mishnah says that he claims that he's paid her all 1,000 zuz, she says, I only chapter 100 zuz, 1/10 of the Ksubah. So she has to swear. So Rabbi Bachama wants to say that this is like mamish, she's got to swear Mida Oiraise. Dikatoyin Mosayim, because this is essentially a case of he's claiming that that he's owed 200 and she's only saying 100. That's moda b'miktsas v'chamoda b'miktsas atayna. Yeshava needs to swear. What are we talking about? We're talking about this. There is a concept. It's called moda b'miktsas atayna. That means that if Reuven says to Shimon, brother, you owe me $1,000. Shimon says, actually, I owe you $500. So we make Shimon swear that he's telling the truth, that he really only owes $500, and then he only owes $500. He swore. So that's what's called moda b'miktsas. And in that case, he's got to swear Mida Oraisa. So therefore, Rambam Bracham want to say that our Mishnah, where she's got the Ksubah of 1,000 zuz, and she's saying that she only received 100 of it, that's moda b'miktsas, right? And we're saying that she has to swear if she wants to collect the rest. So that should be a swear midoraisa. It's moda b'miktsas atayna. So Merove says, Rav shtei tshuvas ba'davar, Rabbi Brachama, I have 2 things to retort to you. Chada, firstly, in general, in the Torah, when we swear, a swear is that you swear so as to not have to pay, right? If we take our example from a second ago, Reuben says to Shimon, you owe me $1,000. He says, no, I don't owe you 1,000. I only owe you 500. So by swearing, he gets out of paying the 1,000. Where Vihi, Nishbas tells, this is Punkt Fakert. This is the opposite. She's swearing that she's owed her Ksubah and then she can collect all of it. So it's Punkt Fakert. Ve'od, Ein Nishboyin al Kfiras Shibud Karkos. Also, we don't swear about a shibud karkos, right? When there's property is mishubad, right? Such as over here by the Ksuba, his property is there's a lien on his property to pay the Ksuba. Rather says Rav midar abonon. Rather says Rav, when it says that she swears midar abonon, a rabbinic swear. Because in general, the para daik, the fellow who's paying, is more meticulous. The mi para lo daik, whereas the person who gets paid is not as meticulous. And therefore the rabbis say, look, you are going to have to swear, you are the one receiving the money, and midar abonon, you're going to have to swear so that you're going to be paying attention to how much you actually received. Because otherwise we're concerned that maybe she did receive the whole thing and she wasn't paying attention. So therefore, we're saying that she has to swear so that she'll be more meticulous. What if, when she received the 100 zuz, there were witnesses that she received the 100 zuz, and now she's claiming the remainder of the 900. So, im isa de para be'edim hava parala, do we say, look, since the husband paid the first 100 with witnesses, so if in fact it was the rest of it was paid, then there would be witnesses. O dilma isramuye isramile. Or maybe, look, the only reason why there were witnesses for the first 100 was because they happened to be there. But if they weren't there, then he wouldn't have chapt maran. So therefore, we can't necessarily assume that if she was paid the remainder, then there would be witnesses. Tashma kamir. That whenever in the Torah, as we said a minute ago, there's swearing, you swear to get out of a payment. But in the following cases, you swear and then you can chaparan. You swear and then you take. Hasochir, if you have a fellow a worker who is claiming that he didn't get paid, and the employer is complaining that is maintaining that he is claiming that he did pay. So the employee can swear that he did not get paid, and then he can chaparan. Vanigzol, or if a fellow gets stolen from, right? So if there are witnesses that see a thief go into a fellow's house and then leave with some stuff, they don't know what the stuff is, but he leaves with some stuff, and now the victim is claiming, look, I lost X, Y, and Z, so he can swear that he in fact lost X, Y, and Z, and then the thief will have to pay for it. He'll have to, return that. Vanechbo, if a fellow, right, there are witnesses that see that a fellow, what was the case that shenichnas zoch beso v'yado shalim v'yado chabul amar lo chabalta bivu amar lo chabalti, right? So the witnesses that he went into some place and he was healthy, and then he left and he was all beaten up. So the guy can just swear that he got beaten up by a certain fellow, and then he can receive the money. Next, right? So like for example, so like if Reuven says to Shimon, right? If Reuven's claiming that Shimon owes him money, but the thing is, we can't trust Shimon to swear that he's not owed, right? That he already paid it back. So, because he's not trustworthy. So then Reuven can swear that he's owed the money and then chaparan. V'chenvani al pinkoso, if you have a storekeeper who says that there was like a deal that he was supposed to give stuff to students or whatever, and the students are saying that they never got it, the storekeeper is saying that he did get it, so the students swear and then they could chaparan. And also somebody pays back part of the document without witnesses, so then if you said that if Reuven is owed money and he says that he received part of it, but there were no witnesses, so then he swears about the remainder, and then he could chap it around. So we say over there, shalo be'edim in be'edim lo, that if there are no witnesses, so then he chaps it, then he's got to swear. But if there are witnesses, then he doesn't have to swear. Lo mi baya kamar, we're saying no. Lo mi baya be'edim divided tzricha. No. If there are witnesses, then certainly he would have to swear, because if there were witnesses for the first part, then right, meaning the only reason why Shimon is admitting to the the only reason why, if there are witnesses, so the only reason why Reuven is admitting that he received the first part is because there were witnesses, so he can't deny it. but it doesn't necessarily say anything about the rest of it, and therefore he's going to have to swear about the rest of it. But where am I? But if there are witnesses, if there are no witnesses, so then if there were no witnesses, then Reuven has no reason to admit that he received part of it. He could just deny all of it. So from the fact that he went out of his way and out of his goodwill, he admitted that he received part of it. So then it should just be that. Meaning, if Reuven said that he didn't receive anything at all, so then you'd be able to collect the whole thing, right? Reuven has a document saying that he's owed $1,000. So he has a document saying that he's owed $1,000. He can receive it. But now that he's saying, oh, by the way, I received $100 of it already, so then thank you very much for being an honest person, Reuven, but we're not going to make you swear now because you were being honest. But tishko below shvua, and you should be able to receive the rest of it without swearing. No kamash malan. So what it's coming to teach is that no, even in that case, he would have to pay, right? Meaning we said, pogim shto shelo be'edim, right? If there are no witnesses, still, I said pay, right? But swear. You still have to swear. Fine. So what if you have this woman who says that she only received 100 of the 1,000 zuz, but she's being very detailed about it. I received this amount now, this amount then, right? Even to the pachos b'shvei pruta, so precise, even to less than a pruta's amount, she's giving specifics. So do we say, well, look, she's clearly being very specific. These things must have happened. She's telling the truth. Or maybe she's just being a con artist. Teku, we don't know. So what if, in this case, we're talking about a situation where she's saying that she received nothing, right? Meaning, so they get divorced. He says, I already paid your ksuba. She says, no, I didn't receive anything. However, by the way, the ksuba wasn't 1,000, it was only actually 100, but I didn't receive any of the 100. Do we say, well, it's the same thing as pogemis? Just like when she says, it's 1,000 zuz ksuba, but I only received 100 of it, give me the remaining 900. So just like there, she has to swear. So also over here, right? She's saying, look, it's not 1,000 zuz, it's 100 zuz, but I didn't receive anything. It's the same thing, you'd have to swear. Odilma, pogemis modi b'miktzas. Ha loka modia b'miktzas. But maybe by pogemis, she has to swear because she's admitting that she received part of it. Over here, she's saying she didn't receive anything, so therefore, maybe she shouldn't have to swear. Tashma kamanir, pocheses tipar shlo b'shvur. That if she, in this situation where she says that the ksuba is actually less than, right, it's just 100 zuz, so then she can collect without a ksuba, without a swear. Keitzad, so what's this case? That's ksubasa elev zuz. If her ksuba was 1,000 zuz, v'amar la, and the husband says to her, "Kabalt ksubasa, you received your 1,000 zuz." V'yomeres lo kabalti. She says, "I didn't receive anything." Beinu elamona, but the truth is, it's actually not a 1,000 zuz ksuba; it's a 100 zuz ksuba. Nifras shelo b'shvua, she can get those 100 zuz without having to swear about anything. But my gabya. Now we say, 1 second, why is she entitled to those 100 zuz? B'hai shtare, because she has this document. Hai shtar chas b'ba'amu. This document that says that the ksuba is 1,000 zuz, and she's saying actually it's only 100 zuz. Clearly, this document is no better than just a piece of pottery, a piece of clay. It's irrelevant. It says the wrong thing on it. It says 1,000 zuz. It's only 100 zuz. So it says Rava Brei Rabba that in this case it's talking about, well, the ksuba is a good ksuba. For 1,000 zuz, it's a good ksuba. There are witnesses, like that was the whole thing. Then after the fact, she said, look, I'm only ever going to claim 100 zuz. So the ksuba itself is a good ksuba. And then they made up amongst themselves that she would never claim more than 100 zuz. And she's saying that she didn't receive it. So then she can receive it without having to swear. Friends, I'm going to run. Peace out.